So, are we back live now?
Yes, we should be. So there was some sort of a technical mishap, so the live stream was cut short, but here we are back again. There are a lot of people over here, and there seems to be some sort of multicultural vibrations because a car just us, and it was full of these multi-talent Africans, and there was one white girl in the car.
One feminist.
So good luck to her. Where did we go now? Maybe we should go see what all those people are doing over there.
Yeah. Watch out, it's not.
This is like a fucking skate. These people heard of sanding the streets. Ah.
Let's go through here.
Okay. A lot of these multi-talents around.
Yeah, Finnish is not the most common language around here.
Where they have a good sort of drunken girls over here tonight, so I assume they are here more for that than the fireworks. I don't know, there was some sort of weird music playing over there. It's actually surprising that there are so few children over here, because I remember when I was a kid, we always used to go see the fireworks at midnight, but now there are only like two children there. All the rest, like, look at this bunch over here. Holy shit, those people. Like, I'm basically dressed for a polar expedition and still one of those guys was checking me out.
So here we have a statue that represents an old policeman from the 60s or 70s. This was built in 1987. So this is what is helping the immigrants. What does it really mean? It's this. It's
integrating asylum seekers by the local women. Holy shit. Like, can you blame these guys? Like, because they come over here and they are taught from birth that all these Finnish women are whores, basically, and they will hand it out to basically everyone. And then they come over here and women behave like that. Like, those women look like they were strangers to these guys, basically. Because apparently those two women were out here by themselves and that group of guys was on their own, like they weren't part of the same group. And still those women kissed those guys. So can you blame them for thinking that these women are all basically whores? They act like whores.
Those women seemed racist, and maybe they were not true Muslims, those guys. So you cannot generalize and so on. So we could go by the sea just to show our foreign viewers how it is.
Let's see if we can find a way.
No.
Kengät pitää kiirettä, mutta niistä taas.
So this grey building is the city theater. Other building there, it's the library. And this is a marketplace. The red houses are cafes and places where you can buy souvenirs and stuff. But yeah,
maybe we should go over there and the comments afterwards.
No, but just to show the sea.
Of course, but
and yeah, we can sit here and read the comments.
But the level of naivety with these women is really astonishing. Like, they treat these guys as if they are Finnish guys. Like, like they could expect the same behavior from them as they can from Finnish guys. Because of course when it comes to Finnish guys, you can kiss them and you can flirt with them, and they don't assume that you are a whore and willing to sleep with them. And I guess in most cases maybe you can with these migrants too, but the odds for it going terribly wrong are so much higher when it comes to these migrants that I don't understand how these women can think it's all fun and games when it can go so terribly wrong.
Yeah, and especially since there were about 10 guys and 2 women.
So it really can go terribly wrong.
Yeah.
But if those guys decide to do something, those women, what can they do?
Well, in Finland we have the immigration office has come up with a mobile application which instructs the migrants not to rape. So maybe they have installed it on their iPhones. I don't know. But yeah, here this what I'm showing now, the white thing that is frozen. It's the sea, and it's here in the summer when it's not frozen. You have boats, and you can see there's a Shell station just for boats. It's you can buy gas. And,
Maybe we should circle around here and return back there.
yeah.
Or find a place to sit down.
Yep. Yeah, in the summer there's less snow, so you could sit here. Here.
No. Well, that's basically Finnish summer. It's less snow.
Now around June it melts. So these are stairs where there are lots of people sitting and drinking their stuff.
There are all sorts of, I don't know what would you call this, some sort of glittery stuff on the ground. I guess some sort of.
Yeah, there was well, there are banks there we can sit on. There was an official celebration made by the city, and probably those were leftovers from.
Great celebration of the 100 years of history of Finland, because they held a bigger celebration this year because it's not only New Year's Eve, but 2017 is a celebration year for Finland. Finland turns 100 years. So they had a bigger event now, but I don't understand how littering is a good way to celebrate. Let's see what we have in the comment section. Turn it around.
Just a second. So here is a very wealthy area of Oulu. It's a gated community. But I'll turn the camera around. It's difficult to place the camera since it's not.
They say that it sounds like war. And it actually looks like war at times because it's so smoky in here too.
Here we have the police. In the summer, in that area, there are lots of teenagers drinking illegally, and in the current year and in the previous current year, there have been lots of migrants also there getting acquainted with the local fauna.
People are wishing us Happy New Year.
Well, it's basically the same shit. What is? But thanks. I don't want to be rude.
They asked what's the temperature. Is something like maybe around 0 Celsius, so around the freezing point of water. I don't know what's that in Fahrenheit.
It's 30 Fahrenheit. On Thursday it will be -23, which in Fahrenheit is I don't know how cold that is. But it's, you have Google. You can.
They're asking, is that beer cold? And there's no other way it could be. It's so cold out here.
Yeah, it's drinkable.
Yeah, they also mention it's really warm out here, and in a way it is. Of course, it's all about what you compare it to.
I'm not even wearing a hat. So
what's the shops? Do you understand? Where's the shops?
I don't know.
I also have some cider in that backpack, but it's too cold. I just can't even think of it. And hey Swan, it's the first time I get you two in time, and today I'm going out German time. But each way, have a good time, you goddamn racist. Have a good New Year's. And I hope it doesn't turn out as it did last year in Germany. With the cologne and everything.
There was some misunderstandings.
Misunderstandings and cultural meaning of different cultures and integration into German women's pants.
But now the German women know better. They have to keep them 1 meter away.
And they actually say that they are now making these pants in Germany that have a built-in alarm that if you try to violently remove those underwear from a woman, some sort of a siren goes off in those pants, and it's like 130 decibels. So imagine that, like that's the multicultural richness, that women have to wear fucking alarm panties. But that's so absurd.
It's always been like that. It's nothing new. In the Middle Age, there were some chastity belts that were also used. So why are you afraid of the current year? And yeah, it's 12:30 now. So in Central Europe, it's still the current year in Central Europe, but in half an hour they will be changing the current year to the next current year.
And people talk about these rape pants. I actually could make a video about these different alarm systems that have been created for women. And in, I think it was in Africa where they created the Rapex. It's some sort of a rubbery thing you place in your vagina, and if someone tries to rape you, it has this sort of spikes that hang on to the man's penis, and it has to be surgically removed.
Yeah, it's the product is called Rapex, and it was designed in South Africa. The downside of it is it only works on the first guy. So if you are gang raped, it just...
At least if the guys are inconsiderate enough to just leave their friends screaming and keep on raping the woman.
And if they are into anal, maybe you are not prepared to that. So it's well, it's better than nothing. But in South Africa, it's like Sweden. They rape a lot.
Not to make fun, but that would be a hilarious prank. And actually that was mentioned when there was some talk about the Rapex, that it creates this terrible possibility of misuse, that women can actually scam guys into having sex with them and then do terrible damage to them. Maybe like if a woman is bitter to some ex-boyfriend or something.
Yeah, maybe it's illegal in Finland to use that. It's like pepper spray. You are not allowed to use it.
Yeah, and actually in Denmark, I think I mentioned it in some earlier video, there was this woman or young girl who actually got prosecuted for using pepper spray against a rapist because she didn't have a license for that pepper spray.
Yeah, because in Germany it's legal. It always has been legal to use pepper spray, and in Estonia also. So if you go to those countries, you can buy pepper spray, but in the Nordic countries, it can hurt the rapist. It's not nice. It's not nice.
I actually believe that if the product was sold in Finland, it would be quickly banned.
Because
because also that's the instinctive reaction Finnish politicians get to everything new. Like if there's something new, they immediately start thinking of ways to ban it, no matter what the product is. Like take e-cigarettes. Like immediately when those came out, they started thinking of ways to ban them without even doing any research on how people use them. Are they effective in quitting smoking? They just want it banned. Shut it down. That's their policy.
No.
And Americans like this. I assume this guy is American. He says, "I just shoot them with my Walter PPS 40 cal and 40 cal." Americans have it so much easier because they can just carry guns. They can just carry pepper spray, but there's no way to do that over here. Like it's almost impossible to get a handgun permit. Only those people who are members in some shooting club can have permits for that kind of small firearms, and even they don't get to carry them around. Like there are no concealed carry permits or open carry.
Well, if you're a hunter, you can of course have a hunting gun, but
you can't carry it around.
Yeah,
you can only carry it when you are using it for hunting.
Yeah, that's true.
And even then it has to be in a bag, so it doesn't help you much when it's in a gun bag and someone attacks you. Are you going to start unzipping the bag or something?
But the thing is that previously Finland used to be a safe country, but by bringing these innovators, these astrophysicians and so on, it has changed the society, and maybe now
there's some guy peeing right in front of us.
Yeah, there are two, and there was this.
Yeah, the other was peeing too. Holy shit!
Well, this is normal. This is nothing. But this reminds me of when I was filming the incest guy the trial in the courthouse. This one so-called journalist called me and told me that, okay, not everything is public, even if it's public. So if you are filming a guy that is peeing in public, that's not legal. I could have filmed those, and so sue me.
And they are asking what vape am I smoking, and this, I don't know if they mean the device or the liquid, but this device is iStick Pico Mega with a Mellow 3 tank, and the liquid is, I think it's Flavor Art cookie liquid.
Some bullshit liquid.
I like the Capella liquids too, they are pretty good. Or those concentrate you can use to make liquids. Oh, the flavor, yeah, it's cookie. I don't know what you have in there.
This is raspberry.
Some people are laughing about the innovators, and these are actually words these people, multiculturalists use about the migrants, like these multi-talent innovators, and they honestly believe that these people are going to bring Finland the new Nokia, like that
they are making Finland great again.
Yeah.
But the thing is that if I use these words, these same multiculturalists, they get offended. But I'm just using their words.
But in a way, they are inspiring innovation, because I don't think we would have rape pants without them.
We would not have mobile applications telling Syrian doctors not to rape.
Yeah, we actually have that too. Like the immigration office, they had this.
I explained it before, but
yeah,
tell it again.
But they had this mobile application made that explains to migrants that you cannot rape Finnish women. Because these people, they are so naive that they think these guys rape out of ignorance, that they just don't know it's illegal over here. Of course they know it's illegal. They are just taking the piece, and they know they will only get a slap on the wrist. So they are completely safe doing so. Of course they know it's illegal. It's so naive to even imagine otherwise.
Why are you so prejudiced? Of course, if there's you have this illiterate guy from Afghanistan, and he's out there. Okay, I'm gonna rape that. That chick looks good. I'm gonna rape her. But then his mobile application says you should not rape. Sorry.
Oh, that the woman is wearing a wristband, like it was mentioned in the comments. The Swedish secret weapon against rape, giving women wristbands that say "do not grope," as if that's going to stop anyone. And you have to keep in mind that these guys come from cultures like in Afghanistan. They only see women in fucking burqas over there. Of course, they are going to get aroused like crazy when they see local women, even in winter wear or something. And
but when they tortured and burned this Farkhunda woman that had almost burnt a Quran, the police took some action almost.
Took action.
So what is your problem? You are so prejudiced. It is not acceptable. You have to embrace diversity. I don't understand what it is.
It's really loud in here. But it's almost, it's 0:37. Maybe we should see what people are. Because I don't think those people are going to quit soon with those fireworks.
No,
So,
I'll film that stuff. She's always talking about these Muslim rapes. There was one Finnish rape also last year. So.
yeah, that's always the excuse. Okay, but Finnish guys rape too. Okay, yeah, they might sometimes rape, but they don't rape at the rate these Muslims do, and they also don't commit these kinds of violent gang rapes these Muslims do. Like gang rapes, they were basically unheard of before these guys came in here. Like nobody had even heard of a gang rape, but now those happen all the time. And it's always these guys doing them. And
that's wrong. Last year there were in Helsinki there were only 14 assault rapes on the street, so that's not. And of course, accidentally every one of those was committed by a foreigner, but that's.
And
that's a small price for a multicultural society. So you should not be so intolerant. You should.
And these guys actually, the more serious the crime is, the more these guys commit them. Like when it comes to rapes, they commit a third of the rapes in Finland, even though they only make up a couple of % of the entire population. But when it comes to aggravated rape, they commit around a half of them. So the more serious the crime is, the more these guys commit them.
Yeah, but in 2011 it was 45% only. So Finnish guys rape more. So stop spreading hate. This is not acceptable. I will
file a criminal complaint for, what would it be? Agitation against an ethnic minority.
Yeah, I will make subtitles so they will. They will.
But should we keep going?
Yes.
We still have something like half an hour.
But we will stream from the bus also.
It can get interesting at times if you land on the right or the wrong bus. On New Year's Eve, there are most likely a lot of people in party mood over there, so we thought about streaming from there too before we get home.
And maybe we will continue on another stream afterwards. That was,
let's see.
Yeah, depends.
Or possibly continue another live stream in Finnish, maybe. I don't know, we haven't done anything in Finnish today.
Every language is the same.
All languages are equal.
Yeah, people always call me racist, but when for example, there you have Finnish guys doing stuff, but I don't know. It's a completely different way of having fun. It's not the other guys with their weird language. It's even if they maybe are having fun. It sounds like they are starting jihad, and I don't know. Of course, it's racist to say such things, but who gives a fuck what is racist and what is not?
And the other thing about these rapes and why they can't be stopped with some sort of fucking mobile apps or wristbands is that these people come from cultures in which men have absolutely zero responsibility over their sexuality. Like if a rape occurs, people first start asking, what did the woman do? Like what was the woman wearing? Was she possibly showing ankles or wrists or some other arousing area? And it's always the woman's responsibility to make sure she doesn't arouse men. So they have to wear veils and stuff like that. So men have no responsibility to control their urges. So when they come over here, they are suddenly asked to have some self-control. And of course they can't do it.
You are wrong, because Islam is a religion of peace, and you need to have 4 witnesses.
Yeah, that's actually what
to
one
convict
guy...
a woman. So you are wrong.
That's actually what one Muslim guy told me. Like once I had this debate in YouTube comments with a Muslim, and I asked him what does he think about the Sharia law when it comes to rape victims, because according to Sharia law you have to condemn a rape victim for I don't know what, adultery possibly, because if there aren't 4 male witnesses for the rape, it's considered adultery or fornication. And the guy didn't see any problem with that. He just defended the Sharia law, saying, but it takes 4 witnesses to condemn anyone. So the Sharia law is completely just. There's no problem with putting rape victims to prison.
Yeah, and besides, Finns fornicate too, so what is your... And if we didn't have immigration, we would not know what is Irish cider tastes like. So this is
Which direction are we going?
no, I don't know. Well, the bus stop is there. I should have peed also there. It's difficult here. So here we are walking in the center of Oulu. It's midnight. It's the current year.
Thank God people are running out of those fireworks. It started getting really annoying with the noise all the time.
Mennäänkö täältä?
Eilen teit sama näköinen. Mistä mun tipit on? Ajaa. Fresh mint! Fresh mint!
Why is that one bar so popular?
No idea. I've never been to that one.
It's now 12 to 1.
So there's half an hour.
Entä jos mä haen Burger Kingissä ruokaa, sitä voi käydä vessassa. Toinen vahtii liveä aina sillä aikaa. Toinen.
Käy tuolla. Mennään tuonne kaupungintaloon. Yeah, we are going to the city hall. Somebody called someone a whore. That is very
Highly
bad.
sexist. People are asking where are the Muslims.
Well, not here. There were some 5 minutes ago. But I'll explain at the bus stop that is there. I'll tell a very interesting story shortly. So here's the city hall of our. Here are 67 councilmen that decide some stuff. So this orange or brown building is the city hall. On April there's the election, and which means that this is my next workplace.
I don't know, maybe we should stop at the bench or something. I think it's far enough away from the traffic.
Entäs kuseella tässä, jos sitä mennään. Tässä on penkki. Here are banks.
And I've been keeping an eye out for these comments. Yeah. And people are wishing us a happy new year from Helsinki.
Tuota kannattaa tehdä.
And that's actually true what one guy says in the comment section, that they are already burning mosques due to boring curtains, and that actually has happened. In one reception center in Finland, a guy tried to set his room on fire, and later the media explained that it was because he had these boring curtains in his room. That, I don't know, maybe the curtains traumatized him in some way. But that was the media excuse for it. So they always have an excuse ready when the migrants do something. And when a rape occurs, it's always some misunderstanding, maybe cultural clash, that's a common one, failure to integrate. And that's the one way to blame the locals for the crimes these migrants commit. Like they say that, okay, you weren't integrating them hard enough. Possibly you were racist against them. Maybe some of you looked this migrant the wrong way. So he had no other choice but to rape this girl. Like that's their excuse. And yeah, and the far right horse are asking for it. That's another one which an anti-racist middle-aged woman said online that there are all sorts of little whores around that are looking for this kind of trouble, and they even suspected that one rape of a 14-year-old girl might be some sort of a staged rape by far-rightists, like that some sort of Nazis have used this girl as a lure to get this guy into trouble. And of course it was nothing like that. The guy got convicted for rape later on. But these people, they live in a land of their own, like it's a fantasy land.
No, you're right. You're wrong. It's all these far right guys. They are paying for this 14-year-old.
Hold this for a while. Shoelaces open.
Paying for this 14-year-old bitches just to get raped. And, this is not acceptable. We know the migrants are here just to create innovations and make Finland great again. And
they are escaping persecution.
Yeah, their countries are persecuted by the Western supremacists and the Jewish bankers and
yeah,
all these guys, and they just need to leave the countries because.
And whatever bad stuff happens in the Middle East or Africa, it's always white people's fault. Like white people have gone there and done fuck up. Like they've messed up these countries that otherwise would be so peaceful and nice.
Yeah, but not all white.
Of course, it's all white people.
I'm sorry.
It's not all black people, not all Muslims,
yeah,
all white people.
I made a mistake. I'm very sorry. The building in front of us is an interesting one. That's what is called Kirkkotorin koulutuskeskus, which would translate to the
education center of Kirkkotori.
Education center of Kirkkotori. Kirkkotori would be church market or something. But in 3 years ago, there was one event there that was advertised widely, and I went there. In fact, we could go quickly so I could show the premises. And when I went there, at the door there was a group of leftists which told me before I could get in, they asked me if I am Junes Lokka, and I said yes. Why? And they said, you are not welcome in here. And I said, why? And I said, you have written a blog, and our speaker has made a criminal. He has filed a criminal complaint. I said, so? He said, yeah, you are not welcome in here. I said, okay, but I'm just coming. He said, no. Okay, so they are discriminating against me. So that's the yellow building there. So it's They are racist. They are racialists.
And were you not a Nazi, you could of course use that excuse, like you would be on all newspapers if you weren't a Nazi, like they would be showing sad pictures about you and telling how you got racially discriminated in Oulu, and they would make a real sob story out of it. But there's no racial excuses for Nazis. Because it apparently is so that if you are a Nazi, you immediately become white also. That only white can be Nazis, so Nazis must be white. And it's clearly obvious that many people even have questioned whether you even speak French. That you are clearly so white and Finnish in their eyes that it's impossible for you to even speak any other language than Finnish. And were you not a Nazi, they wouldn't even question that.
So we have 10 minutes before the bus leaves. Should we quickly go there, or it's just behind that? It's that building. There's the entrance. And,
Sure. I just noticed this is the same place where we were sitting when we did our first live stream in Oulu.
yeah.
But it was that bench in there.
Yeah, the other bench. So should we go quickly there and just...
Sure. Wait a minute, I'll put my bag.
It's well, it's not of great interest, but since we are
We have some spare time, so let's check it out.
another 2N bus.
And one of our Finnish viewers tells these other guys in the chat that in Sweden some Muslims have been celebrating by shooting fireworks at people.
Yeah, this fireworks problem in Sweden, it's huge. And it's also huge in France and Germany. I don't know about the UK, but in those countries it's very bad. They are
like I don't know what
they are shooting.
But the Muslims, they just like to shoot these fireworks at people and buildings. And just the day before yesterday, fire started in Husby. That's an immigrant neighborhood in Stockholm. A huge apartment building caught fire, and it most likely was because these migrants had been firing fireworks at that building. So something caught on fire over there, and now the entire building is ruined. Like the top floors burned, and the bottom floors are soaked with the water they used to put the fire out.
So here I was turned down at this door, and there was a mob of 10 leftists here who told me that I'm not welcome in this open discussion. And so this is it. This is a part.
So it's not completely open.
Yeah,
not everything that's open is completely open.
Yeah, the discussion was about it was basically it was a book publishing event. This leftist nutcase called Dan Koivulakso, who identifies himself as a politician. He's a councilman in the capital, Helsinki. He had written with some of his friends that a book called The Far Right in Finland.
By the way, have you recorded that event?
They did not let me in.
But did you shoot the part when they turned you down?
No. I parked my car here, and I did not. That it was in 2018, and I didn't have a recording equipment, so I didn't expect this because it's illegal to not let someone in a public discussion. I had no intention of even speaking there. I had no question. I just wanted to hear what they were going to say, because I found a PDF version of their book, and the book mentioned the FDL, the DDL, the Danish Defence League, the EDL, and well, it was the usual nonsense that they write that yeah, this new racists, they are not racist, but they are hidden racists, and they are cultural racists, and it's the bullshit. And I just wanted to hear what was. I just wanted to have a laugh, but they did not let me in. And yeah, that's the story. And yeah, before we came to this bus stop, which is the one that we are waiting on, last year, it was March 2015. It's almost 2 years ago. It was the election, the parliamentary election in Finland, and a few steps away from here, 200 meters or so, there's the place where the city offers cabins where you can have your electoral campaign. So on the weekends, it was for 2 weeks, and on the weekends, since we have late buses, night buses, I stayed there till 3:30 a.m. and I took the last bus from this stop. In this bus stop, there were maybe 2 or 3 Finns and 20 migrants. This was before the so-called migrant crisis, and it was like in the Middle East already then, back then. And we are living in a city which is quite north, and it's relatively small city, but still we have, as you could see from the footage before, you could see that the majority of people who were hanging there, they did not speak Finnish. And well, why? And in Helsinki it's worse.
They are asking us to say something positive.
Yeah, we wouldn't have sushi bars if the borders were closed, and there would be no bus traffic.
But I think this is the exact bench we were sitting on
Yeah.
when we did the first live stream.
You are correct.
And they are talking about your burqa in the comment section.
Yeah, it's not a genuine burqa. It's first of all, it's a niqab, but it's a, how do you call it, a back sheet? It's a sheet you use in your bed, and I dyed it in black because the shop we went in, they had no black sheets, and I made a hole in it, and that's the niqab. It's a DIY niqab, but it works. It looks the same. It's but it's insane. It was October, beginning of October, and I had to travel 60 miles with the train. So just for the fun of it, I wore it in the train station, and I entered the train with it, just to make a basic check, because the mainstream media, they have these progressive journalists who make reports about Islamophobia in Finland, and they wear real niqabs, and then they complain that the people are looking at me, they are staring at me, they are glaring at me, they are wondering why I used that niqab and nobody gave a fuck. The guy on the train, he was, "Hello, do you have your ticket?" I said, "Yes, hi." And that's that. Nobody.
Mikä tämän pysäkin nimi?
This is Kaupungintalo, City Hall.
Okay.
It should be 10 past. The bus is late.
Yeah, it shows that it should be here right now, but
But
it's apparently late. The first bus we arrived in, that was like 30 minutes late, and it's really unusual that it's so late.
Yeah, but since the bus was late, the same bus will be again late, because it's the same bus doing the round trip. So if it's late at one point, it's the lateness.
Maybe we should move in closer to the road.
The lateness accumulates, or how would you express that?
Isn't that it?
Yes. She left her e-cig on the bank.
I think my shoelace might be cursed or something. It's open again. I've also already retied it twice. And
So-
they are asking what camera are we using, and this is just a tablet. Like,
This is a Sony Xperia Z3 tablet. But the bus is there, and the quality, of course, is not premium, but it's due to lighting. I mean, and but inside the bus, it will be better. We'll have about It's about 20 minutes with the bus, and because there's probably lots of people.
I hope there are still seats left. I hate standing in them.
Maybe lots of people paying with cash.
Oh, that's so annoying. It always happens to me that there are some old people in front of me who want to pay with coins or something, and it takes forever.
In fact, Oulu, our city, was the first in the world to use these cards to pay in the bus. It was in 1992. We used to be a high-tech city, but nowadays it's different.
Okay, now it's fine.
Okay.
Finally.
It looks quite full.
Holy shit.
Kannattanut mennä tuolta tai no.
Meillä oli vielä joo, mutta mä luulin, kun vastaan.
Lähkää hyvä päissä. Ei vittu pistoo!
Eikö pakko syy? Pakko syy. Kaikki kaikki mikä on ihan sama mitä mä teen. Mä saan rahaa. Se on vittu ihan. Mä ymmärrän. Tuli vaan lisää. Mä ajattelin ihan samalla tavalla sutsa, kun mä olin samalla. Missä nää otit? Mitä se on? Mä käytän vuodeksi sitä. Ai Juse, vittu mä rakastan. Mä en ole moro kaikki. En hae kouppikseen.
Very funny. Yes. Yes. Ei saa kukaan tehdä.
Muista vittu mä.
Kato mun älä vittu ikään.
Saanko olla uutelle, mikä teille kuvaprojekti oikein on?
Tää on tämmönen uuden vuoden dokumentti.
Okei.
Englanninkielinen dokumentti ulkomaalaisille.
Onko tullut hyvää tavaraa talteen?
Me oltiin tuolla
Torilla.
vähän joka paikassa. Torirannassa ja Rotuaarilla ja linja-autoasemalla.
Mihin se menee sitten niinku loppuun?
YouTube.
Okei.
Joo, tää on se. Mitenkään vakava mielenään.
Eli ei oo, se jäi sinne. Se lähti jo bussille sitten. Koittiko mun kahvi? Mitenkään jaksata. Käypä se huusi. Siinä on vittu. Eikö ei se luki se?
Tää on aika petollista nimittäin kaatuu tuolla kadulla, niin mutta nyt se kaveri on sen tuomiin se Kuusotsin kaveri, joka oli kostanut rintaista kaveria, niin hän oli kaatunut sen sairaalaan, ne 2 viikkoa tehohoidossa. Meni kotiin ja lasoi lääkärin omiin. Sitten pari päivää sairaalan hoitoon, niin sieltä meni kotiin, niin se on kerrottu että oikeasti on niin toipunut tästä vammasta.
Ai se on vielä tiukasti.
Kyllä Pekkakin pääsi. Kaikilla muilla vaan niin vuonna 5 päivän juomaan elokin muilla. En pelkää lopulta Jerusalem valkkarit ja
Ettei se mene kiinni.
parilaisia kumpaakin ja siinä 2 konjakkia.
Idistää!
Oikeesti kiva, kun meni.
Sari Kaiseko soittaa.
Sille niin ihan uudella. Hyvällä tavalla.
Meillä on monta lasta, niin ei sitä. Mimpa, ne oli
Ai, se tehtiin tuolla keskustalla.
Silleen hyvällä tavalla.
Ai, ihan vaan näyttää kauhealta valkeaa. Pari vallasta puolella aikaa ja se on mitä ihmeemmin.
Ai, millä tavalla?
Se menee kiinni suoraan.
Silmälääkärillä mä silin jotenkin selitin vaan, niinku vaan perhekypä on ja muuta ja niin pädämä ja sitten niinku jotenkin ikänästä puhuttiin ajattelin mä, että sullakin on vielä, niin sulla ei mitään hätää, kun nainen ja mulle, että ei vielä ikänäköongelma. 55-vuotias. Mä vaan, että okei. Ja sitten ikässä ei ole niin, että okei, mutta niin, että...
Mä sanoin, että se on Sturin Katri. Se on Stor. Anteeksi,
Joo, onhan senkin erilaista, kun pitää Iisa. Siellähän mä oon yleensä talossa viettänyt.
Oli pitkä ousu.
Mutta mitä tekee silmälääkäri, joka ei leikkaa silmiä? Mitä se niinku tekee?
Silmälääkäriä tarvitaan jotakin silmäsairauksia. Optikon lähetä silmälääkärille, joka on
työaikaa, mutta kaikki naapuripaikat.
se on viinissä.
Olen täällä ennen näin täydessä.
Tai sitten silmäsilipesi. Silmäkirurgi on erikseen.
Niin. Harvinaisesti saattaa
silmäkirurgi on sitten vielä niin astetta erityisesti. Silmälääkärin hommat
ja Ruotsin tie on
Tiedätkö näitä Tolosen Pietaria? Olet eri tyyppi.
Loppuun kivaa tuossa takaa. Oppina lukioon suoraan takaa, missä minä en yhtään hällää. Ymmärrätkö sä nyt?
Joo.
Parempaa uutta vuotta.
Kyllä me mennään kotiin. Se on vaan sille tykkää, että se on se jaa. Joo, se on aika pitu äkää. Jaa. Mitä? Jaa. Tapaksitaan. Sä meikät suuhun. Se voi olla. Ei varmaan juomaa.